Thomas here with Much Props, going to give you another how-to video. Today we are building something once again from the world of Bioshock. I made one of the audio diaries a while back, and with Easter coming up soon, I thought, what more appropriate than making a Splicer mask? You know, the creepy little bunny characters with blades. Today we are going to make a Splicer mask from Bioshock. Let's get to building. I found a good 3D model on Sketchfab, an app I use from time to time for reference images, and made a template. I showed my template making process in a previous build, the Death Mask from Darksiders. You should definitely go back and watch that if you want to learn how I do it. Got this 6mm white EVA and thought it would be perfect for this build. Cut out the template and trace it onto your materials. I used a yellow paint pen because Sharpie bleeds through on white paint and Plasti Dip. Just a little heat forming on the forehead and jawline area. Some people have foam anvils that they use for this particular thing. I just took the glass dome off the back porch light and use it. You just need something that's round to push your foam on. Apply contact cement to the joining edges and use the registration marks to help you attach the pieces together. I missed an edge on my glue up, so I just moved on to the other side. Once you have both sides assembled, close the darts on the mouth and attach the two sides together. Work slow and try to make the outside edges flush with each other. I figured that one layer of ear would probably leave kind of a floppy, weird, limp look to it, so I doubled it up and stuck them on top of the head. I added a raised edge to the border to add a nice little detail and make a better transition between the parts. You could go crazy and do the whole designs that are on the mask, but I figured that this would be easier to just paint them on than try and cut out all these curved lines for detailing. If you want your mask pristine, you could skip this step. I don't typically make things clean and undamaged, so of course I had to add holes and cracks all over the place. For the holes, I cut them out with my hobby knife. For the cracks, I burned them in using the flat edge on my wood burner. Two coats of white Plastidip. I start my paint job by doing the gold trim and designs on the mask. I use some Plaid Effects acrylic paint for this. This paint is flexible, and after two coats it looks really, really good. Now with some brown and black plaid effects, I'm gonna dirty the bunny up. Push that paint into the cracks in the corners, then wipe most of it clean with a paper towel. I also hand painted on some more cracks and flung some red on it to make it look like some fresh blood splatter. Last step is putting on the 1-inch elastic banding. I used some of the foam scraps from earlier to reinforce the strapping. To make the strapping fit your head, pull it around the back of your head and cut it to fit. I strap it on vertically and horizontally so that it's a comfortable fit on my head. And we are finished. Here is the end result. Relatively simple pattern, so definitely something a beginner could knock out in a couple of hours. There's not any complicated bends really to it. I didn't have to make any angle cuts. It's just straight up what it is. I dirtied it up a little bit. On my template, I didn't add the holes and distortions in it. I made it as if it was pristine. So you can definitely go in and do like I did and cut little pieces of it out. Maybe not do, like there's one where it's like partially cut off right here. I don't know that the support would keep the shape after you did that. So that's why I didn't do it on the eye. But yeah. Maybe you'll try and make this mask yourself and impress your friends with your ability to make creepy bunny masks and go around passing out Easter eggs this year. That's kind of what I thought. Maybe you'll get some.
Yay!
And inevitably, they're going to ask you, how'd you make that? You can give them one of these, tell them, much props. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the murder trail. Hippity hoppity!